Y aquí toda la conferencia en inglés. ¿Es verdad? ¿Sí? Bueno, okay, let's switch to English. How are you? How are you? How are you? It seems like you're all half asleep. Can we ask the people who have the control of these lights to lower the lights just a little bit? You know what happens? I don't see you. And if I don't have an eye contact, conference is not the same. I'm talking to like a blind man, and I'm not. What are we talking about today? Sustainability. What's the day today? What's the day? What are we celebrating today? Thank you for changing the light. I can see the audience. What a great idea. What day is today? Ocean Day. Thank you for being so well informed. It is Ocean Day. So what are we going to celebrate today? The ocean. Can we start and giving me a first image? Or do I have to click this? Por favor, deme por la... Sí, claro. I am going to talk to you. Let's go back one, please. There we go. Diapers. You know what diapers are? I hope none of you is using it now. If you do, you have a medical condition that I'm very concerned about. But what is very clear today, we're going to talk about diapers, but I'm going to take a few sideways. First of all, I'm going to show you this little symbol that you know. And that symbol is the symbol what is called infinity. But infinity is on this side, it's the past, and on that side, it's the future. And where's the present? On the intersection. We got no time. They're giving us a little intersection. That's certainly not enough to change the world. So, we create another one. The intersection has to become a big space. That big space is your and mine consciousness. We got to be conscious that we can change this world. Because if this is what we're getting, we only got a split second of time and we never feel empowered. So let's go further. This is our symbol. The symbol that we have is a symbol whereby we take the past, we see the future, and we're creating a consciousness to change things today. And the 100 icons you see around it are the icons with which I work. And one of these icons is this. What's that? The diaper. That's how they do it in advertising. This is how I present it. Have a look at it. Have a look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the symbol of our exaggerated lifestyle. We have sold it as being the entry into modernity. And what are we doing? We're having 3 different caps of plastics. Then we have 10% of all trees around the world today are cut to provide the fluff in a diaper. Hey guys, could we get more crazy? 10% of the forests are cut not to make paper, but to make fluff for diapers. And in the fluff, we're putting a chemical, an absorbent, a super absorbent that allows us to make the baby feel dry. This is so absorbent, it can absorb 500 times more than the baby can pee. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my very blunt language, but the situation is very dramatic. It's gone beyond any reason. Now, what do we do with this? What do we do today? Well, in 99% of the cases, this is simply folded and thrown away. Where does it end up? In landfills. 6% of the landfills in Europe today are diapers. Not only baby diapers, but also the diapers from adults. Are we ready for some change in thinking? See, I'm not a member of Greenpeace, I don't protest. I'm an entrepreneur, I look for solutions. We need to have solutions to problems. We don't need to debate them. You've seen this, I talked to you for 2 minutes, it's clear. Do something about it. And trying to convince people to now go wash at home with a beautiful cotton cloth, I wish you good luck. It's been tried for decades, no one follows. So what is our goal? We created a community first in Germany, And we decided to give diapers for free. Did you hear me? What do you think happens when you offer something for free? People queue. So we have people queuing, and we select 100 people with wonderful babies, and we give them the 100 for free under one condition. Once they're soiled, you give them back to me. Of course, the diapers that we offer are bio diapers. That means they're biodegradable. We don't have the super absorbents in there. These are diapers which you can actually convert, not into compost, but you can convert them into terra preta. You know what terra preta is? You know the Vikings? The Vikings, they went, in the 13th century, they took their boats and they went around to pillage and to steal. That's what the Europeans said. They were only able to do that because they had a lot of food. They could leave Gothenburg in Sweden, they could sail all the way down, and they had enough food. How come they had food? They only have a summer of 2 months and a half. It's because they collected all the human waste, collected all the charcoal ashes from their fires in the winter, all the food they prepared, the fruits and veggies they put together, and they composted it together. And that is called terra preta, black earth. The Amazon cultures are still doing that today, because in the Amazon, you don't have really a soil. So what are we making? We're making out of baby poo, we're making the best black earth. A black earth that gives you the chance to create a soil. One of the biggest missing things we have today in our world is soil. We're sucking the soils empty by monocultures, by GMOs, by putting in a lot of chemicals. We need to think differently and act differently. So in Germany, we got the first permit to do this. Now, how much soil, and I don't use the three-letter word anymore, how much soil do the babies make in a year's time? With their poo, with their charcoal, and with the fruits and vegetable cut-offs. How much? Give me a number. A ton a year. A ton of black earth. And in order to plant a beautiful fruit tree, you need 1 kilogram of black earth, and that fruit tree will grow forever. One baby equals 1,000 fruit trees. After 5 and 10 years, each fruit tree is giving me fruits. Wow. That means every baby that's born is responsible, if we use the diapers for 1 year, for 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees with 50 kilograms, that's 50 tons of fruits. Hey, are we dreaming or are we changing reality? Are we looking at the past and taking it to the future? Are we conscious enough that the numbers are right? Because 1 tree only needs 1 kilo. And if we can do with 1 tree 1 kilo, we can have the 50 kilograms of fruits. What are we doing? We're converting the cities into fruity cities. And guess what? When you have all these fruit trees, there's a lot of flowers. When you have a lot of flowers, who's coming? The birds and the bees. This to me is city renewal. How difficult is it? 1,000 trees with 1 baby. We started with 100 babies in Germany. 100. Ladies and gentlemen, we're distributing fruits for free. Now, what more do you want in life? Fresh fruits for free that are growing in a soil that is full of nutrition, and the nutrition coming from what? From the baby and the fresh fruits? Or do you want to have these little prepared pots on which the babies are given anytime they make a little cry, so they can look at their iPad the parents have put in front of them, so that's the new babysitter is going to be quiet? What are we doing with our children? Are we taking children towards the future, or are we going to continue putting on the diapers? The industry today has been so intelligent, so successful, that the diaper normal use is 9 months. The baby gets up, starts crawling, and the bum is wet. The baby doesn't want it anymore. But now the bum is dry. So as a result, the baby is wanting to have the diaper forever. You know what's the average age in Europe today for the babies to be off diapers? 3 years and 6 months. Wow, if I'm Procter & Gamble, this is jamboree. This is fun. This is making business. My KPIs will be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't change business models into business models that are really proactive and really supporting the earth, we are going to submerge ourselves with the mess that we have. And I'm not even talking about CO2 emissions and all of that. I'm not talking about the carbon sequestrations. I'm talking about reality. I'm a sailor. I have a boat. And I'm presenting from today, one of the worst things that a turtle can come across is a diaper in the sea. And I tell you, we have massive diapers in the sea. What you're seeing here is a special creation of an NFT. You know NFTs, right? A special creation of an NFT which is presented at this very moment in London, created by a friend, a dear friend, Pedro Sandoval, who's somewhere in the audience, but I don't see him. We need to put hearts into life, because every egg is an egg that will only be alive when the heart starts beating. And the heart starts beating after 4 or 5 days. And those hearts, they will become the little turtles of the future. But today, when these turtles go to the sea, they're faced with a drama. It's called microplastics. When a turtle gets in the sea, the first gulp it gets will line the lungs with microplastics. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ocean Day. This is where we have to start looking at everything we're consuming, because we don't know how it works. The large majority of diapers that are not taken care of in a dedicated landfill, many of them end up in the sea. This is my ship. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first NFT you will have ever seen. And this is an NFT that is going to go live on the Financial Times right now. We need to rethink at all levels, because the NFT allows us to rethink the financing. We have to ask ourselves, how was it possible to give hundreds of thousands of diapers for free? Where does the cash come from? And if we don't understand how the financial systems work, we can't transform reality. We can't just write business plans as entrepreneurs and hope that some bank will ever put some money in it. We have to come to a completely different conclusion. I'm going to ask, por favor, yo puse un video en esta presentación, se salió, no está. ¿Qué hicieron con mi video? Por favor, si encuentran el video, lo muestran, si no, lo olvidamos. I have a philosophy in life. And my philosophy in life is that time is up to debate and discuss. Time is up to ask for permissions. Time is up to say, would you please let me do this? Therefore, I do this. Porrima is one of my initiatives where I'm breaking every possible law that is there. Because if we don't break the law, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to get there. And here you see my ship, which is the first ship in the world that has gone around the world 4 times, not 1 time, 4 times. And the only thing we're using is solar panels, this kite technology, and all excess energy we have, we put into hydrogen. I'm the only boat in the world that produces its own hydrogen from seawater. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard? I make hydrogen from seawater. at a third of the cost of what Repsol says is the cost. Why can I do it at a third? I can do it at a third because I decide not to compress it at 900 bar, and I decided not to ship it. I decide to use it myself. This kite you're seeing is providing power, electric power, 24 hours a day, not when the wind blows. Because we have the intelligence, the artificial intelligence, to create our own wind. Have you heard of that? So I'm taking you into this new world of consciousness. You remember the 3 circles. This middle world has to be the world in which you are going to put your dreams in. Because I am someone who only realize my dreams. And better, I go beyond those dreams. And by going beyond those dreams, we're able to change reality. And I call that Porima, the goddess of the future. Thank you.